Well, good afternoon, my friends, my family. Today makes 59 years. God has blessed me to be on this earth. Life has had its challenges and its blessings. I know that I have a lot of friends that are also going through some challenges different than mine. I have friends that are going through some medical challenges, but let me share this with you. Sometimes we can't listen to what doctors tell us because science is wonderful and I'm sure sometimes it's needed, but God's power, as we know, is stronger. If I were to listen to the doctors, I would have been completely deaf by the time I was 35 years old, if I lived that long. Most doctors, because of my birth defect, say that I probably wouldn't live that long because it's harder on females than it is on males with my birth defect. And when I think about everything that I have been through, many things that were not of my own accord, I guess you could say, some things were. It's really a blessing that God has brought me through all the different challenges of life. And when I made the decision at 17 to not try to have my own children because I did not want to have a child with my birth defect. And I knew the risk not only of having a child with the birth defect, but what it would do to me if the child even survived as well. So I figured it was just easier to emotionally and physically not try to have my own children. I had prayed that one day that I would marry and that I would adopt children. That just wasn't God's plan, apparently. I was engaged twice. I called it off twice for different reasons. But I remember several times throughout my life asking God, why did you give me such a strong desire for family, yet I really have no family? And these last 4 years especially has been difficult. The hardest time was losing my sister. This will be the second year not having her with me, and her birthday is 4 days from now. So, not having my own children, not having any of my nieces and nephews living by, it's been difficult. But then God led me to Ecclesia Christian Fellowship. And especially this week, my family there has been a blessing more than they'll know. Yeah, the gifts and the cards are nice, but it's not about that. It's about them taking the time to show me that I matter and that they truly love me. I didn't know until the day after so many sisters showed up at my house that we were having a rise again in COVID. Most of you know I belong to a predominantly black church. COVID really attacked the black community. Had I have known COVID was on the rise, I probably would have not invited my family to come here for their protection. I later asked my sisters if they felt comfortable, and they all replied yes. Knowing that COVID was still around, even though I didn't know we were having a rise, I did spray my house with Lysol for their protection, not mine. So God knows my great desire and my love for family. So even though I will never biologically have my own children, I'm definitely too old to get married and adopt children. I'm glad that God has fulfilled that need and that desire in my heart for family. And sometimes I find myself asking God, am I doing something wrong? And I feel like this week, with all the love that He has brought to me this week, it's confirmation that I'm going the right direction. And so today I'm reading this scripture from 1 John chapter 1, verse 7, from the New King James Version. But if we walk in the light as He is in the light, we have fellowship with one another, and the blood of Christ, His Son, cleanses us from all sin. And I thank God that He led me to that scripture. And so this year, for my 59th birthday, that is the scripture for me. Thank you all. I love you and I appreciate you. God bless you.